So Sean, for this one, we're headed out to Herriman, right?
Yeah, so Jerry, in Herriman, what's great about Herriman, if you want to be above the inversion, you don't want to be on the east side because of pricing, Herriman's a place to be. And this specific home is up in the Cove. There is an HOA, you get a pool, you get streams up and down the neighborhood, and it's just a gorgeous all-around neighborhood.
Take a look at this, nice little entry monument.
Yeah, Jay, so in the summertime, that is all waterfalls come down and those go throughout the whole neighborhood.
And there you can see the views that just look out over. It's interesting how high the elevation is in Herriman. I don't think a lot of people realize that unless you're up there.
Right, you have to be up here to see it, but every window there's views that are to die for.
Yeah, and it looks like this is definitely an upgraded, really nice, it's a luxury neighborhood.
Yes, and a luxury home. This is a dream home built by these sellers. They're just job transfers while they're moving.
So they never really wanted to sell it.
No.
This was their end. They were going to stay here forever.
They're gonna be here forever.
It's funny how that happens. Job transfer happens. You got to change, and you've got your dream home, and here they are, right?
Yep. So here's one of the 2 full kitchens in this home, and you can see the cabinetry is just beautiful. It's that wood cabinetry is just beautiful.
Yeah, and wood is without question timeless, because we look at those. If you ever look at it like a turn of the century home, they'll go in there to remodel them, and they have painted. They'll get painted in the 70s, whenever, and you come back and have this beautiful wood in there. Everything seems to always come back to it. It'll go this way or that way, but it always seems to come back.
Exactly.
Wood floors. You know, you hope you pull up the carpet and there's wood floors under there. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
So here's just the entrance here. Here's a den, kind of a flex room. You can piano, obviously, whatever you want in there. But Jay, this home is huge. It's 6,600 square feet, 6 bedroom, 4.5 bath. And we're sitting on 0.57 of an acre. 2 RV pads that we'll see here in a minute, but there's over 70-foot RV pads, 2 of them.
That's so nice to have, because you're going to have a big house like this. You're going to want to have some places to have some parking.
Yeah, exactly. And this house right here, Jay, is just priced to sell. These guys are getting a job transfer, like I said. So we're at 121 a square foot. That's unheard of for this size of home.
Because it's got a ton of upgrades on it. I mean, all the audio, and it's got a Control 4 system, right?
So on the Control 4, it controls some of the lights in the house. It controls the thermostats, and it controls all audio and all video.
And that's so at $121 a square foot, you're getting a luxury property that's up on that big, huge lot. It overlooks a valley. That's really unheard of. And look at the quality of the build. Beautiful.
And this is just right outside an Ivory community. They've got houses that are smaller than this, starting at $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's priced right.
It's an opportunity to really walk in, and obviously they built this out. They spent a lot of money. You can tell when you're looking through, they spent a lot of money on the details and stuff. They weren't trying to save money. They were trying to build their dream home.
Yep, exactly, and it shows when you're in the home, you can tell.
Yeah.
3 large decks off the back, 1 in the master, and then 2, 1 in this kitchen, then 1 upstairs. Views everywhere, like we already said.
In the kitchen itself, that's I can't even talk about how much money that is.
The second kitchen, full kitchen, dishwasher, fridge, everything. The projector, screen, Control 4, all that stays.
Really? Yeah.
$50,000 worth of equipment.
At $121 a square foot. That's amazing, and it really is an opportunity. A lot of people are thinking about going into build, but you want to talk about the nightmare. It'll stress your marriage. They talk about that as death and divorce, and building a house is the major stresses on a marriage.
Yeah, and this one right here, you couldn't build something like this for this price. There's no way.
You couldn't even, and that's why it's such a good opportunity. You got that walkout basement, right? Yep. Big, huge lot, lots of parking, RV parking, and then decks all the way off the back of the house.
And there's actually under the second kitchen in the basement, there's a storage, so you don't have to build a shed. You can put your lawn equipment, your camping equipment up under there. It's under the foundation of the house. There's a Control 4 tower. They call that the Tower of Terror. It's amazing what that stuff can do.
Yeah, the garage is very well put together as well.
Yeah, 4-car garage. It's got the epoxy floor. It's in really good shape. Speakers in every room. All the rooms, Jay, I forgot to mention, they're all walk-in closets as well.
Yeah. And because, again, they didn't spare any expenses. They were putting it together, right? Yep. They were going to make this there, and it looks like it's got some extra parking down below.
Yeah, so that's the second RV pad. You actually access it from a different street. So, and this is the storage I was telling you about under the foundation.
Look at that. And so you don't have to have the storage. I mean, you can pull up and load all your stuff right in there, which is just ideal.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, one of the cool things about this property is really the HOA, right?
Yeah, so the HOA, it's a low HOA fee, $54 a month. You've got a clubhouse with a swimming pool, and then they also take care of all of the streams coming up and down the neighborhood. This is a stream in the backyard of this home, but they're right on the other side of that wall. There is more streams managed by the HOA.
At $121 a square foot, this is unbelievable. So let's talk about the amenities in the HOA.
So again, you've got the pool with the clubhouse, all this greenery you see going up and down the neighborhood. There's streams with waterfalls. That's all included in it. But here I'll give you a picture of the pool right there.
Yeah, talk about a family neighborhood. This is amazing. So you get views. Look at this. You get a great place for your kids to stay. You got that huge backyard, and you can see the houses around there. I mean, the value is there.
Yeah.
And tell me about this.
So this is a fishing pond right out in front of the neighborhood. So this is always fun to go down and take the kids out and go fishing.
Boy, talk about that. Right out in Herriman, your dream right above the inversion, and this is a nice little home.
It's a beautiful home.